Go. Yeah. For all shapes and sizes. Go el paro. Go to Pharaoh. This is the command. These are the words from the Hebrew Bible that will be read in synagogues across the country this coming Saturday, this coming Shabbat. It is the command with which this week's Torah portion opens. Moses is told that he must go and speak truth to power. Go to Pharaoh. It's a call that goes out to each of us again and again and ever so pressingly, ever so urgently today. This is what we are doing here today. I'm humbled and I'm proud and despairing and outraged and heartbroken and determined as I stand here with you in this moment. I stand here with you as a daughter, the daughter of an immigrant from Iran. When I heard the news of the executive order banning citizens of 7 majority Muslim countries, including Iran, I trembled to think what might have become of my own family had such an order rained down before my father had American citizenship. I stand with you here today as a woman. A woman married to a man who is not a citizen of this country. I speak to you aware of our tremendous privilege that my husband is an Australian citizen and not a citizen of a Muslim majority country. I stand with you today, yes, as a Jew enraged at the thought of how many Jewish lives could have been saved if this country's policies on refugees and immigration had been otherwise in the 30s. How many need not have perished in Europe in World War II if only Roosevelt had willed it. Yes. I stand with you today as a rabbi, outraged and ashamed to hear Trump's perversion of a Bible quote I hold dear in his inaugural address. The Bible tells us, he said, how good and pleasant it is when God's people live together in unity. God's people? I believe he was intending to quote Psalm 133, but his translation and application have subverted its meaning. How good and pleasant it is when brothers dwell together in unity, when brothers and sisters, when siblings, if you prefer gender non-conforming, non-binary language, when we dwell together in unity, this verse and this moment, we are all God's people, and this verse and this moment demand that we think expansively of brotherhood. We must be unified in that understanding and that assertion. I stand with you today as a mother. A mother here with her 3 children, eager for this protest to serve as an opportunity for them to see and be part of what this verse is really about. I stand with you today as a proud and agitated American. An American, Iranian, Jewish mother and wife and daughter of immigrants who was taught to remember.
Yes.
On Passover, we tell the story of Israelites in bondage and say each and every year, this year we are enslaved, next year may we be free. Egypt in Hebrew is Mitzrayim, and it comes, Mitzrayim, to represent the places of narrowness and constriction that we perennially face on the path toward personal and collective liberation, and that is why each and every year we say again, next year may we be free, for we know there is always more work to be done on the road to redemption. I was raised to remember to care for the stranger because I was the stranger.
Yes.
And the oppressed, those seeking protection, because my people have been oppressed and in need of protection, I was taught to be ever vigilant against pharaohs, to remember the Holocaust and to never stand by while history threatens to repeat those horrors to anyone or anywhere. This executive order, this Muslim ban, is an egregious manifestation of Mitzrayim. And even if it is stayed or amended in some way, it is clear that we are going to need to remain awake, to remain resilient. Egypt is upon us, friends, and we are going to need to be brave. We are going to need to love bravely across lines and despite fears. We are all God's people. We are each other's people. And as the senator quoted, she quoted Emma Lazarus' words on the Statue of Liberty. She was a Jewish immigrant, and she famously said, until we are all free, we are none of us free. Until we are all free, until we are all free. And I wish that this had not had to happen to wake us up and remind us of these words, but here we are. I am humbled and proud and despairing and outraged and heartbroken and determined as I stand with you here in this moment as we declare together to our Muslim neighbors and friends and students, to refugees and immigrants and international students from Syria, Iraq, Libya, Iran, Somalia, Sudan, Yemen, and more. Know this and hear this. You are our brothers and our sisters. We will dwell with you in unity. We will fight for you. We will go to Pharaoh. This is our pledge.